Alright, shalom, brothers. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum. All praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our elders and honors to you brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. I'm a war.
Zahab.
Kazak.
Alright, basically the lesson now is what time we are in, man. That's the whole fact of the matter right now. Is realizing what time we in and how we need to conduct ourselves and what mind frame we need to be in. You know, you can't be caught out there in the world being reckless, man. And you know, because when you're an Israelite, you're supposed to have a priestly outlook. Well, you're supposed to conduct yourself in a priest-like manner. Also, man, you're supposed to be. Well, really, you're supposed to be an Israelite. You a Hebrew, ain't you?
The son of the Most High.
Right, you a son of the Most High, and you're supposed to conduct yourself likewise.
If I could make a quick point right quick. Back early, like 99, 2000, there was these little bracelets people used to wear called, like, what would Jesus do?
Mm-hmm.
But now, really, on this side, it's supposed to be like, what would we do?
Mm-hmm.
So we supposed to be the example, man.
Mm-hmm. You can't be, really, what you're supposed to be doing. Can somebody get Sirach 39?
I'm already. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But he started verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But he that giveth mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies.
Right. Notice that key, occupied in prophecies, and the wisdom of the ancient. So you're supposed to know the Hebrew, isn't that of the ancient?
Yep.
The laws, isn't that of the ancient? You brothers who out there eating Burger King and fucking Taco Bell and shit, man. It's 2013, man. Not saying there's nothing wrong with going to get a quick bite to eat, but man, you gotta learn how to treat yourself better too. You're supposed to know the knowledge of the ancient, man.
I got a couple scriptures for you.
A brother get a cold and he all of a sudden croaking and going to the hospital, man. You know, you're supposed to have knowledge of certain herbs to kill that. A cold is pretty much lightweight. You know. Not saying you're gonna be just some physician or anything like that, but just saying you're supposed to have this. That's supposed to be your focus, and mainly the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And if you're keeping up with the prophecies, you're going to see that, man, we at war right now, man. You know, and soon, and very soon, this so-called white man going to come down on us, man. And this economy getting ready to collapse. You know, this is, if you kept up with the government shutdown, which brothers should have been keeping up with that too. Because that has an effect on this society. They extended it. And it's about to be another government shutdown in January. That's what's reported. This is repeated government shutdowns, man. And when you listen to things they talk about the economy, talking about debt, and they just prolonging it. So repeated government shutdowns. That shit wasn't happening back in 08. 09, just government shutdown, then a government shutdown, then another government shutdown.
This was the first one since what, 97? It was a shutdown in the 90s, and that was like, that's it. Mm-hmm. And it was just one shutdown. Now we have another one consistently after this one.
Yep. The economy finna collapse, man. And they cut y'all EBT off for one day, and niggas ready to raise hell. Mm-hmm. They gonna permanently cut you off, and that's according to the scriptures, man. All right. That's why the scriptures say a man of the Lord in his mind frame, he's gonna be occupied in the prophecies. He's gonna meditate on it, man. Because in the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 8, it tells you wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And that's what time we in, man. You got to be grounded in this truth. All right. You had a precept?
It was going back to the food.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, the brother made a point. It was like, this 2013, man. This ain't about going out and getting fast food all day every day. This is Sirach 30 and 25. A cheerful and a good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. Why is that? Because the foods you eat basically alter the way you think, man. If you eat foods as of the earth, you're going to have mental clarity. You're going to be in tune with the spirit. You're going to be more apt to study. Once you eat all that fatty food and MSG, trans fat all day, all the time, you're basically going to be in the spirit of a sluggard, man. You're not going to be in that willingness spirit. You know?
And you just gonna be plain old unhealthy, man. Gaining weight, stink,
Yeah.
dirty. You know, you just gonna be just gonna be hurting your body, man.
You can see it on people. You know, if you have a break room at work, and you can see the look on Jake countenance, like they look sick, like their face, they look dead in the face. But they got this thick burger they eat, this greasy fried
gluttonous,
chicken. Yeah.
All right, get well, you know, go down to verse 2.
All right, this is Sirach 32 and 2. And he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Exactly. So he gonna be there trying to figure out the scriptures. Any knowledge that need to be figured out. A real serious-minded man of the Lord is gonna be doing that, man. He's not gonna be watching videos all because they see a white woman getting cursed out.
Yeah, make it entertainment for you. This ain't entertainment, man. This truth is deadly serious, man. Like, the most I can kill you for this. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing is deadly, it's gravely serious, man. Why do you think the elders going so hard? And they been this truth for 20-some years, 30 years, Elder Tahar. I mean, and for them to humble themselves and be like, well, I don't even know if I'm the elect. Who the fuck are you guys, man? You know?
Yeah, you can tell a lot of you guys think it's a game. You come on the comment boards. I'm calling you out. Calling what? You calling somebody out, and then you come on, for a debate. Yada yada. Then you got these other scoffers. They going off. But no scriptures, man.
Yeah, I'll talk.
No scriptures. Just a bunch of goddamn emotion, man, because you're women. You act like women. You know. And that's why the Lord gonna kill a lot of you people, man. Yeah. You are nothing but 2 Peter chapter 3, in that day shall come scoffers. That's all you are, man.
What's this scripture? It goes into vain babbling.
Yep.
You know, what edification is happening when you going back to back with somebody with no scriptures or anything?
Yep. Like Eric Barr said on that GMS mailbag he did for the woman, I had watched it, and I watched it when it first came out. But then I came back like a few days later because he made a follow-up to it, and he was saying it got a whole bunch of attention just because it was dealing with women.
Yeah.
So I came back to read the comments because it was only like 2 comments when I first watched it. Man, that whole thing is man, you can't read all them comments, man. It's just going, all you can do is hit show more comments, then show more comments, then show more comments, man. Because it's nothing but a line of people talking shit, man. And a whole bunch of guys coming to the defense of the woman and all that garbage, man.
Hey, man. Where it says in the scriptures where a woman is going to save us, man. Where is that in the scriptures?
Where is that in the scriptures where it has anything to do with the woman when it's talking about nuclear destruction? Martial law. I know one thing that deals with the woman: rape. That's what deals with the woman. And if a woman don't get her mind right and get with and have a man of the Lord, she gonna die.
Yep.
That's what it speaks of the woman. it don't uplift the woman whatsoever, and it ain't no reason to uplift these whores, man.
She in the background, you know.
When scriptures say harlots gonna be saved, it's talking about you goddamn women, man. Cause you fucking harlots. And you should be blessed that a man of the Lord want to deal with you, man. Cause you've been out there fucking other men.
Yeah, cause all y'all hoes now.
Mm-hmm.
If Yahweh Shah cursed out that Ethiopian woman at the well, how much more if he was here today on this earth would he cuss out all you damn black ass women, man?
Mm-hmm.
Of his own nation that done dealt with multiple men, you know?
Come. All right.
I had some. Well, let the brother finish that.
There's verse 3. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences, and he will be conversant in dark parables.
Mm-hmm. Meaning he gonna be in those prophecies that people say are hard to break down, man.
Hey, you know that movie called Gravity? Well,
I haven't seen it yet, but I know what you're talking
with Outer Space. Speaking of dark parables, you know, Revelations, the 15th chapter goes into, you know, he saw a sea of glass, like it was mingled with fire.
Oh, yeah.
The movie Gravity he gave a visual to that scripture. It didn't show the earth getting destroyed, but it showed the earth from a so-called outer space view, a satellite view. And it went right into it. Speaking of those dark parables, you know?
Yep. All right, go ahead. And this was written when nobody went out of space before.
Yep.
Exactly.
So that's for you guys who want to debate the Bible, okay? Debate all you want, but at the end of the day, you can't debate truth. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4, Sirach 39, verse 4. And he shall serve among great men and appear before princes. And he will travel through strange countries. For he hath tried the good and evil among men.
Exactly, and that's what a proper man of the Lord gonna do. All right? And that's how we gotta be. You know? We have to strive to be as perfect as we can.
Strive for the mastery.
Strive for the mastery, like Paul say in 1 Corinthians chapter 9.
Yep.
And, you know, if I could say this real quick, because that goes into that life lesson I did, we basically got to give your whole self to this truth. It's not just about teaching on Saturdays anymore. You got to give your all to it. You got to be a working machine. Whatever you got to do this with your whole ability, man.
It's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job.
Con.
That's what I examine myself on personally. I'm supposed to be doing more than what I've been doing, you know?
Con. All right, you had a precept, brother?
Yeah, real quick, this is in Ephesians. Got a couple of them, but simplified. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 11 to 12. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision, but that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands, that at that time you were without Yahushua, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world. But the reason why I brought that out, because it says, when we were in the Gentile state of mind, we were aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. And that word, commonwealth, when you go into it, it basically means our heritage, man. So, you know, but prior to you coming into this truth, you didn't know about our culture. But when you come into it, it's bigger than just going out on Saturdays, like the brother said. It's about you basically coming back to yourself, man.
Yeah, it's who you are.
I got a quick precept out there.
You're a Hebrew. You know, like, be a Hebrew, man. Be an Israelite.
I mean, and they expound on that. That goes into the language. That goes into the diet. That goes into just the culture. You're not supposed to blend in with 2/3. You're supposed to stand out.
Yeah.
People supposed to ask you, hey man, what you into, man? You know, what are you into? What you do, man?
You're supposed to be hated in this world, because this world is wicked. And with you being righteous, yeah, the world's supposed to hate you. Your mama's supposed to hate you. Alright? Your daddy not supposed to like you. And if they do, shit, they probably don't 100% agree with everything in the truth.
On a subtle level, they're trying to convert you.
Mm-hmm.
So you still thought about college? You still young, nah? Where did that come from?
Yeah, my father still tries to get me to line my beard up, man. Without he's determined. You gonna look sharp, son. You know, so it ain't. You know, it's this the truth. All right, go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, we came into the truth. We heard the elders. We wrote down the notes. So we returned to the Most High. We know His name. Seek Him 10 times more.
Mm-hmm. Seek Him 10 times more, and that's like I said. That goes back into Sirach 39. When you occupied in the prophecies and you meditating on it, that's all you doing really. Everything outside of that is an extracurricular activity, man.
Yep.
All right. And brothers, we know you catch hell, man, with your fam and everything if you got one. You know, you don't spend time with your kids, or you don't do this, or they threaten to leave you and take the job. Look, man, that's because all your time goes into here, all right? And it's supposed to. The scripture say, those of you who are wise be as though you had none. All right? All right, now get Second Ezra chapter 9.
Starting where?
Start at the top.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. And he answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, he said, so you're supposed to measure the time diligently. And when it says diligently, you're doing it with all your heart, man. Yeah. You getting into it. When you're diligent about something, man. Yeah. So that's supposed to be your thing, man. You're supposed to come home, man. You're not supposed to be watching fucking Love and Hip Hop and shit when you get to the house, man, and wasting time. You're supposed to get that and look at the news, man. Right. You're supposed to be into stuff like that. You know? You're supposed to ain't nothing wrong with watching sports or whatever Jake do on the side, but you know, that's supposed to be your main thing, getting into the news and keeping up with what's happening. And if you're keeping up with what's happening right now, man, they want this chip out, man. Yeah. They ready to chip you people. All right? And they finna go ahead and start advertising this thing, man, more than they already are now.
Yeah. I got a quick one. Yeah.
All right. And that's how you understand that the Most High about to come back. And if you notice, a lot of people ain't occupying the prophecies because what they'll tell you, oh, that could be 15, 20 years from now. That's because they don't know the scriptures. Right. And they know if the Lord came back right now, that's their ass, man. All right, go ahead.
Going right back to what you just said when you come home. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 16. After I am come into mine house,
Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 16. After I am come into mine house, I will repose myself with her. For her conversation hath no bitterness, and to live with her have no sorrow, but mirth and joy.
Right, and that's talking about the wisdom, man. It's not talking about these women today. If you live with a woman today, you catching hell, man. You catching pure goddamn hell, and you gonna need a place. You really need another place to go.
Yep.
Or you need some good ass excuses lined up to leave your damn house, man. You know, or you know, unless Jake just be like, I'm leaving, and just leave, or don't say nothing, just leave. But because you're gonna catch hell with that demon, man. But with this one, with this truth, it's not a demon. This is good for you.
Yep.
All right. This helps you. This don't put stress on your life.
Because if I could say something, the reason why it's worded like a woman, because in the ancient world, a woman was a count. What's it called? It solace for a man.
Mhm.
She was his resting place.
Yep. You could lean on a woman, man.
Yeah.
Shit, you could cry to a woman back then, man.
And
And she'll help you. She'll understand you and make you better. Man, you can't do that now, man.
the proof what you're saying is right. You said you could lean on a woman in the ancient world. That's why I said in Sirach 36 that she's a pillar of rest. So a pillar is support that upholds you.
Yep. You ain't got that now, man. You lean, you gonna fall, man. All right.
Yeah.
You better go to the brothers, man, brother. And because really, that's our support. That's our real family now. The brothers. You know.
Yep.
Don't get in that spirit, man. That's my cousin, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, man. The real family is the men of the Lord. All right, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1, proving that it was talking about wisdom, the woman. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. I loved her, and saw her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And that she is conversant with the Most High. She magnified her nobility. Yea, the Lord of all things himself loved her. For she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of the Most High, and the lover of his works.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's how you gotta get it. You gotta get into this woman, man. You know, and you gotta love it. You gotta love what you do. You got guys who will start out good, man, but they end up not loving what they do, man. They walk out on the woman. All right, and by woman, I'm referring to this truth, man. All right, go ahead with Dan chapter 7. Because like I said, man, what time we in, brothers need to know where we at also.
Yeah.
You know, that'll give you a good picture if you know where we at and the things that's happening, that we ain't got long here. These 50 years and 100-year people talking, that's not the truth, all right? And the way the white man done picked up time, man, if you read Hosea chapter 6, man, we probably been in the third day, man. We didn't even know it. You know?
Okay.
All right.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly.
And the reason why we skipped to verse 7 for the fourth beast is because it's relevant to where we at now.
We in the fourth beast.
Yep.
Now, if brothers want to know the whole breakdown, you got on GMS Myth Destroyers, I posted it, the Daniel chapter 2 breakdown, and it gets into it. You can find out the rest of the beast just really based off of that. All right, go ahead.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Right. So it's saying this one nation, it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. Now this was the Roman Empire, man. How it was diverse from all the beasts before it, which was the Persian Empire, Greek Empire, and the Babylonian Empire, is they didn't deal with kings. They had this thing called a Senate, and they had Caesars.
Yep.
They voted the man.
Yeah, and it was basically like political. Just like America got their Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, all that bullshit. That's what they were having, man. All right. Then it said, and they had 10 horns. Horns mean powers, so that's 10 kingdoms. And reading further down, it explains that. All right, you was looking for a scripture that proved that they was different.
Yeah, I know it's in the Apocrypha.
Is it 8? I think it's 8.
Yeah, I got it. Yep, 8 and 15. Moreover, First Maccabees chapter 8 verse 15. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting a way for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
Mm-hmm. That's that Congress, man, and Senate, and all that BS that you see on TV today.
A little bit more. This your president right here, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And so they pick one man every year back then. Now up here it's every 4 years.
Yep. And back then they had the plebeians and the patricians. Today you got the Democrats and the Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the same system. You still voted. You elected to have somebody in office.
Right.
That's where you get the word democracy. It means it's supposed to mean the rule of the people.
Yo, dem means people. Ocracy means power. Power given to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you think, is America the fourth beast that it's talking about right there? America is the fourth beast, but it's not. That's not what it's talking about right there, what we just read. Okay? When we read a little further, you'll understand that. Okay? Go ahead.
All right.
That's talking about Rome. And it's 10 horns.
All right. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, wherefore whom there were 3 of the first. So like,
And remember, all of this is coming from that fourth beast.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't been taken down yet. You know, you're just reading about it. Go ahead, because it's talking about the horns that were in alliance with that fourth beast. A little horn came from those horns.
Yep.
Go ahead.
before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, and behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Exactly. Now it said before that little horn, 3 of those horns were plucked up by the roots.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, it said that little horn came from those 10 horns. So what it means is it took down that little horn that came from them, took down 3 of them, took 3 of those main horns down,
Yeah.
which was, well, in powers. This is basically how you can put it, kingdoms.
Yep.
That little kingdom took down 3 of those kingdoms. That's talking about America. America started off as that little kingdom, man. And then who was in control of different parts of America? You had the French, you had the Spanish, and you had the Britain.
Mm-hmm.
That had the colonies. You had Spanish in control of California, Florida, Arizona,
Yep.
parts of Texas.
And New Mexico.
Mm-hmm. The French still control Quebec over there in Canada.
That's why a lot of them are French speakers.
Mm-hmm. All the Jake down there know French, man. That's their whole little custom, man. The French still rule it.
And that's why in Louisiana you have basically French terms. Like instead of counties, they have parishes. I believe it goes back to France. And
Well, that little symbol they got,
yeah,
the fleur de lis,
Yeah.
which that goes back to Satan worship, by the way.
Yeah.
But that's a French symbol, man.
Yeah,
Well,
it means a flower of Louis.
well, that territory is called the Louisiana Territory. This territory that we're in was the Louisiana Territory.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had something called the Louisiana Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, King Louis that was ruling.
Yep. So America took down the Spanish, took down the Britain, and took down the French that were in America.
Okay.
So they ended up in they finished in the 1900s, finally taking everybody down. So those are those 3 horns: the French, Spanish, and the Britons. They were taking down before that little horn, which is America. All right, go ahead.
All right. Before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Because this goddamn devil is proud, man.
Yeah.
He's proud. He don't believe that he's going down, man. All right. And you see that every day, man. He think that this shit gonna continue. That it's just gonna stay like this. He got college accounts for his kids and everything, man. Who ain't even born yet. By the time they get 20, they're gonna be able to buy them a car and a house, fully paid for. No, the hell they not, because they ain't gonna make it to 20. All right.
That's called a dream, an American dream.
And you people who got college accounts for your children and all that, I'm gonna hit you with something, man. They gonna freeze your account, man. They gonna stop you because the banks are in the know, man. The banks, they got huge ass skyscrapers for a reason, because they got a whole lot of money and they up there with the elites and they know what's gonna happen before it happened. So when they know that they about to pull the plug on this place, the bank's gonna limit, if not close down and take all your money, but they gonna freeze your account, man. Mm-hmm. They gonna freeze the accounts or limit the amount of money that you can take out.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because they preparing for the bank runs, man.
Yeah.
Because what everybody gonna do when they hear about the dollar or hear about something to crash, they gonna go to the banks and take all their money out. And that's how y'all make money. It's about having other people's money in there.
Yep. And over there in California, that had happened, I want to say last year. You know, you had a bank run over there, I want to say for Bank of America. Basically, you had all these people trying to get up in there. You basically had the police there, man, not allowing the people to take their money out. That's bullshit, man.
I thought it was your money. But no, when you read the fine print, that ain't your money, man. Once you put it in that bank, that's their money. And they don't have to give it to you.
You're giving them control over it.
Mm-hmm. You're giving them control of it. So they don't have to give you the money. You know, because it's no longer yours. When you get money out the ATM, it's no telling whose money that was, man.
Yeah. And really, the way we do currency now, you don't really, what's the point of a bank? The point of a bank was you had too much gold on deck. So you put your gold in the bank, and in return they gave you certificates. This is a $20 gold certificate. You don't have gold anymore.
Right. So what's your, it's not really money. There's a debt certificate that you have. All right.
The IOU to the bankers.
That's all it is.
IOU, man. A talisman. That's all it is.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse.
Yeah, Revelation 17.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, you can wait.
Go ahead.
This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
And the Ancient of Days is Yahweh, the Most High. Go ahead.
Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
That's because he's a so-called black man. All right.
Yep.
To you so-called white people, he would be a nigger today. All right, go ahead.
His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire.
Mm-hmm. And that's talking about his chariots. All right, go ahead.
Verse 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands minister unto him.
Right, and when it says a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him, that's talking about that nuclear destruction, man. All right, because that's what's gonna happen in front of him. Because he gonna come too, and he gonna look along with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai gonna actually be down here getting it in though. See, reality is gonna kick in for you people it's gonna take just a short time, man. What Revelation 18 say? 1 hour.
Yeah.
1 hour, man. Do you know how quick that is? Just 1 hour. You know? Go ahead.
And 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
Mm-hmm.
I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even to the beast was slain, and his
Now,
body.
he's talking about that horn, and that horn is America.
Yep.
And it said that goddamn beast was slain, man.
Which is a metaphor for America being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's that fourth beast finally being destroyed. Remember, it never said anything about the fourth beast being destroyed until now, man.
Yep.
Until that little horn got put out the way, that's when the beast was destroyed. So we still in the fourth beast, man. It's never been destroyed. Alright? Go ahead.
They had their verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts, this is Daniel 7 and 11. I beheld then, because the voice of the great words which the horn spake. I beheld even to the beast was slain, his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. Which are the missions.
Yep. His body was given to the burning flame. That didn't happen in Rome.
Nope.
That hasn't happened to anybody besides Sodom and Gomorrah, and we know it's not talking about that.
Because you still have Colosseums up in Rome now.
Mm-hmm. Because Sodom and Gomorrah didn't have 10 horns, and neither did they rule the whole world.
And they didn't conquer all the major nations like that.
I got a quick one.
They wasn't described as a nation full of mighty men. They was described as a nation full of homosexuals.
Wait a minute, it tells, but Daniel was given revelations. The king had dreams, and Daniel was given revelations. So when something is revealed, that's something for the future,
Mm-hmm.
not for the past.
Exactly. Yep. Because he was in the Roman Empire.
Yeah, exactly. Sodom was before the first beast, before the Babylonian Empire.
Right. So you can't gainsay that, man.
Yep.
That's America. We living in the only time in history where this can happen. Where a whole nation can be destroyed in fire, man.
Yep.
Go ahead. And Hiroshima and Nagasaki was examples of that, man.
Yep.
Those were great examples, and that was a small time atomic bomb, man. One thing you brothers can do in your free time, I forgot the name of the video, but you can look it up yourself.
Yeah, you can find it.
And it goes into the strongest nuclear missiles. Now, what you will see is that Tsar bomb. But guess what? America got something in their possession way stronger than that, man. And guess what? Because the Tsar bomb, that's old news, man. They done updated that shit, man. I'm talking about they got stuff that's gonna rock. What they had, like 50,000 tons or something. I don't know, man. I think it was 500,000 tons. I don't know, man. But basically, they making stuff that's gonna make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay.
Yeah, because you got to think, man. Like they basically started making these nuclear missiles going back to like the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So during that whole process of time up until now, until when the Lord finna do this thing, people are constantly enriching their uranium, you know, and they're constantly making these nuclear missiles. Why you think it say, like the elders is going into, that it's going to be 200 million missiles, man? You know, because they constantly making them.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
St. Luke chapter 17, verse 28. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat.
You know what? Go up to 26.
Okay. St. Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also be in the days. So I can read that again. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man.
Exactly. You know, and that's why it's good to know what time we in, man. All right. That's why it's good to realize what time we in, so you won't get caught up, man. Cause in Thessalonians chapter 5, it tell you the men of the Lord, it ain't gonna be sudden destruction or surprise or catch us like a thief in the night. Because we already looking.
And we watch for it.
We're the watchmen.
Yeah, if you outside watching for a damn thief and you see a thief, are you surprised? No.
Yeah.
You know what to do. Like, I was looking for this thief the whole time. Now I'm finna do what you gotta do, kill him. All right, go ahead.
They did eat, they drank, they married wives that were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Yep, even in the middle of this society catching hell, nobody having jobs, it's going to be some type of order because of the martial law. You know, so you're going to have people still doing the same shit, going back to that same damn docile state of mind. Let's get married. Let's prepare for the future. Let me go back to college. You're going to have all that still going on. It's going to be parties still going on, man. But still keep in mind, it's going to be riots. It's going to be a lot of robbery. It's going to be all that. But it's still not going to whip these block-headed ass people, stone-headed people into shape, man. All right.
It says in the Apocrypha that that the Lord are sending these scourges for amendment or for correction, and for all this they should not turn from their wickedness. So people still gonna be, basically doing what they do till destruction comes.
All right, go ahead.
Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
Mm-hmm.
Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what's that movie? It was kind of like Independence Day. Was it Independence Day? They were on top of a building, and there's like some party on top of a skyscraper.
Yeah, that was a good day.
And then the chariot came, but they was so like high on ecstasy or whatever. She was like, "Whoa, look at that!" But that was headed for the destruction, man.
Yeah, it blasted them to powder.
Yup. You people gonna be doing the same thing, man. And then the Lord gonna open your eyes. You gonna know what it is. And you gonna see the true men of the Lord. You gonna see the angels, which are so-called black men, which are really Israelites also.
Right.
All right.
And that's even coming out now. Like just recently, you had this interview with this one Edomite chick. She was interviewing this old Edomite man, and basically they were going into
Life on other planets.
Life on other planets and what's going on in outer space. How it's like a war in outer space, and and he had said that it's black men on these spaceships. Well, he called them like Saturn spaceships or something like that. But she was asking like, what kind of people are they? And then now she was like, are they dark? He was like, no, they're not dark. They're black. They're black. He making that distinction, so they know it, man.
Yeah, the upper echelon know it. Hey, well, I'm listening to the D.R. Hughley show, and there was some controversy about a Jesus tattoo. And it was like, the people in Texas was like, there can't be Jesus or something to that effect. But D.R. Hughley was like, well, according to the Bible, he had like hair like lamb's wool like mine. He was dark skinned. He was like, if the real Jesus was here on earth, he'd probably get racially profiled. Him and the 12 disciples, people like, what are y'all doing here? All y'all get out the car. He was making a joke about it, but he acknowledged the fact that these were so-called black men.
Well, it's because it's the truth, man. And you even had this one movie that came out years ago, man. I want to say in the 90s. It was called Dogma, and it had Chris, what's his name? Chris Rock in it, and he was supposed to be like some kind of apostle. and I believe, I don't remember clearly, but I think he was supposed to be coming back in the reincarnation, because they showed him like falling from heaven and stuff. But basically, he was like, yeah, my name is Rufus. I think that's what he said. I'm one of the apostles, of such and such number. But they know that the men of the Lord were black, and they know the angels are black, man. There's been many interviews. You even had this one interview with this one Ephraimite, a so-called Puerto Rican. Some chariots came down to Puerto Rico, and they was interviewing him, and they was asking like what kind of man it was that he saw, because it was kind of like he seen a vision, but he really saw it. And then he was saying, yeah, it was this man. He was very tall. He had big hair. He didn't want to say an afro, but then he was like, and he was black, but he was not a Negro. And he made sure he said that part. He was not a Negro though, because Esau had told him to say that. That he was not a Negro. Because why would you have to say he was not a Negro?
Like, who asked you? Was it like who asked you? But that was the same description that was placed in the second Ezra's second chapter. The man that stood the tallest amongst them all.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're being found out, man. Like he was referencing the video. The guy, when he was describing them, he said he seen them getting off the ships.
Yep.
And he said they were tall.
That's exactly what he said.
Tall and dark. Just like, so they're dark skinned. He was like, yeah, they were black. So she was like, you seen tall black men? Yeah. They was real dark skinned. And then she was like, about how tall? He was like, I guess 7 feet would be generous for him. But you know what? 7 feet tall, that was damn near the average Israelite man height back then.
Yep.
When you hitting around, well, the average would probably be about 6'7", 6'8". So yeah, we was all hitting about 7'5", 7'7". We was that tall because what? We was eating the right foods, and we still was mighty in stature. You know,
the earth was in its prime, and we're a product of the earth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So we were big, man. That's back when the Philistines was like 80,000 feet tall. Well, you know, but
They
like
might have
15,
been 12 feet.
Yeah,
13.
they was like 12, 13, 14 feet tall.
Yep.
You know?
And to add another point, basically, this all goes back to the curse the Lord put on the earth. But it's even worse now. But even going back to the time when Yahushua was on the earth, man, 2,000 years ago, the earth was cursed back then. Because even from the time of Esdras, that's when it was written that you are of less stature. So going into the future, which is like 400 years later, when Yahushua came, he told disciples, which one of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit to his stature? Because we started losing that, our power back then,
Mm-hmm. It was like you'll be less stature than you are, and the ones after you gonna be of even less.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm 5'8".
Yeah, we're not supposed to be 5'8", man.
That's supposed to be like a child in the ancient world, man.
5'5" and shit.
Yeah, man.
Right. So when it come back to it, man, we gonna get our power back, man. We gonna have our full beards and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, we got patches on. I'm 20. We got patches on our face and stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
We curse, man.
Testosterone short sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it.
Yep. Hey, we even not to hop on, but to just being honest, man. We used to have rides as long as our legs, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Israel, we was a hell of a people, man. You know? But we gonna get all that back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you look at some of the ancient pictures that was real of Jake, and they used to have the little cloth. They didn't have tighty whities, man. They could not wear those. All right. Yeah. they had like a cloth. And it's a reason for that. All right. Because Jake was a real man. All right.
Yep.
That's why. He's the son of the Most High. All right.
This is second Ezra's 8 and 50, and that for many second Ezra's 8 and 50. For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Mm-hmm. And that's what when the brother was getting on, it should be in the days of Noah and in the days of Lot. That's what's gonna happen. This world done walked in great pride, and they gonna be doing the same shit that they was doing yesterday. When times get harder, they gonna do the same shit tomorrow, man.
Yep.
All right. They're gonna do the same yesterday, same today, and the same tomorrow. And guess what? The Lord's plan is the same yesterday, and the same today, and the same tomorrow too, which is to destroy this place and save and redeem the elect. All right, go ahead.
Second Ezra 8:51. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Ye have perfect goodness and wisdom.
Yeah, the Lord already got that planned out, the blueprint and everything. Like, this is how He already know how it's gonna go and how it's gonna be done. All right.
Right.
So that's the least of the words right there. You got to make it the hell out of here. And then it said, be with men who like you. Be with people that's like you. And that goes for you guys who out there hanging with niggas, man. And surrounding yourself with a bunch of heathen ass niggas, man. That's you'll get. It's a reason why the scriptures really push that, man. Holy conversation. Miss not the discourse of the elders. Be not ignorant of anything great or small.
Let just men eat and drink
Yep.
with thee.
Let just men eat and drink with thee. You know, you can't have holy conversation with these niggas out here, man. All you can talk about is where the hoes at, man.
Friendship with the world.
Taking somebody else's woman.
Yep.
That's what they glory in.
And they glory in taking somebody else's woman,
Yeah.
and you over there trying to be Mr. Righteous. Nah, she got a man.
They're gonna look at you sideways like, so the fuck what?
Right, cause Jake still gonna do it. Like, alright, nigga, it's your fault. I'm finna move in on that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Then you wonder why one of them niggas end up on the back of your woman, man.
Cause you got them niggas around you.
Yep. And you try to tell Jake, man. Jake don't listen though. Jake rather learn shit the hard way. And I mean, you really should have learned. It's a life lesson on it. You know, and you should have learned from that nigga from St. Louis. He go in there and him and his friend old double team a girl. That was married. That's going off in every which way right there, man.
Ain't no way you finna. Besides the marriage part, that's number one anyway. But ain't no way you finna mess with this chick right after a brother got that was a nigga, but just right after somebody else then went into her. Ain't no way you finna mess with that chick after that,
Right.
man.
First off, if this is a man you know done went into, you shouldn't even be dealing with him, man.
Get some head off her.
Yeah. Oh, that makes it a lot better. You didn't do. You just got some head. You know, you ain't shit, man. That's like asking, well, would it be adultery if I just got some head? Okay. Well, you know, you want to ask that question. Would you be cool if your woman go give another dude some head? It ain't adultery. Yeah, let him shove his rod out in her mouth and down her throat, man. I gotta say it like that to just get the picture. Like, don't ask no stupid ass questions, man, because you horny, all right?
Trying to rationalize your wickedness, justify your wickedness.
Yep. You can't rationalize wickedness, man, because wickedness is irrational.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, the priest up.
Yeah, just showing where we at right now. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 5. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of the Lord. Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
The land also is full of silver and gold, neither is there any end of their treasures. The land is also full of horses, neither is there any end of their chariots. The land also is full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made.
Just like America. Go ahead.
And the mean man boweth down, and the great man humbleth himself, therefore forgive them not. Enter into the rock, and hide thee in the dust, For fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua alone shall be exalted in that day.
Exactly, and that's the main thing, man. Like the Lord gonna humble this place, man. And right now, we in the time for that, man. They preparing. They got, like I said, the UBBs, man, underwater body bags, man. Then they got the concentration camp. What you think they gonna do with all these places that's been closed down and all these stores? You see a whole mall that's just been closed down and they're doing nothing with it. No, that's gonna be a concentration camp, man. Mm-hmm. It's perfect. You see, it's nothing but little stores and little, basically like little. They can be made into little cells all around that mall. Cause it was once full of different stores, right? Different restaurants, different everything. No, that's gonna be a concentration camp, man.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Closed down Walmart's concentration camp. These
warehouses.
Yeah, warehouses. These old schools. Concentration camps, man.
Yeah.
Coliseums.
Mm-hmm. Just apartment complexes.
Yeah, apartment complex. You people in for it, man. You people are in for it. That's what time we in. And that's the whole purpose of the lesson, is to let that vibration be put out there, man. You can't, as a man of the Lord, you can't be reckless. You know why? Because we in a time of death, man. The Lord might just kill your ass, man.
Yep.
That's how that work. It ain't '08 no more. Not '07, not '09, not even 2010, all right? We in a time where the Lord can and will take you out, man. The truth is nothing to be played with. All right.
I'm looking for a scripture.
All right. You had something now?
Mm-hmm.
There's more to it.
Let me see. Yeah, verse 53. Well, verse 52. For unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Plenty is made ready. A city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the mouth is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. Therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thou scorn of his law, and forsook his ways.
That's talking about you scoffers, and that's talking about you average people out here. Because right now we're in a time of liberty, man. You have the freedom to go do things. You have the freedom to come learn the word, and you have freedoms to go do little extra things, like probably go to different activities or whatever you like to do.
Little outlets.
Yeah, different little outlets.
Yep.
But that's going to all come to an end, man.
It's going to be a famine of the word.
Yep. And that's when that famine of the word going to start. And you ain't going to be able to get the word. Okay?
Yeah. Lord going to shut you out like he shut them doors on that ark.
And we not finna kill ourselves to give you the word. All right? Because we been out on the highways, man.
Yep.
Do we miss a week, brother? No. If it's lightning and it's raining real hard outside, guess what we do? We go and do an extended lesson inside, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is our life.
It ain't no breaks being taken. Because we not in the time for breaks either. Because Satan surely don't take a goddamn break. This white man's always plotting on how he gonna take us down, man. He doing it right now. It say he wake up. Matter of fact, get that in, what is it, Micah chapter 2 or 3? Starting at the top.
Micah 2.
Micah 2? Yeah, start at the top. This damn devil wakes up, man. Thinking evil. And goes to sleep. Dreaming evil. after he done just got done doing evil, man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Micah chapter 2, verse 1.
Get Thessalonians chapter 5, and we can get, and after that you can get Revelation chapter 18, and it'll be in 1 hour, then we're going to end it.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Right. So that's talking about the elites, man. And it's saying woe to them because they're going to get destroyed. But that's just proving the point. It said they practice evil because it's in the power of their hands, man.
Yeah.
They can do it.
They control everything right now.
Mm-hmm. They control every damn thing.
The earth is given in the hand of the wicked.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
Well, once one land they got by violence, we know that. They got many by violence, but the main one is America.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
And houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
They oppress a man and his house. That's us.
Man.
That's describing this damn devil to the T.
Mm-hmm.
They took our heritage, man. They oppressed the heritage.
Now they call themselves Jews now.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Star of David, a damn Edomite think you taking his heritage.
Mm-hmm.
If you call it, no, I'm a Jew.
Shit, they took our house. Our house is Israel, man. That's where we live.
Yep.
They took that.
They took America.
Mm-hmm.
That
Took
was our
America.
house.
Yep, that was our house, man. We were living here. But he came and took that. Then on top of that, you take our name. Then you put us in captivity.
And you think the Most High not finna fuck you up.
Right, you think it's just going to continue. Like, this the only nation that won't get destroyed by the Most High. Every other nation, if you look it up and read the scriptures, it all got took down by the Most High. But America is immune to the Most High.
The earth is the Most High's show, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it in hindsight. How Rome got destroyed, but Rome is in the Bible. Greece got destroyed, but Greece is in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But you see the remains today. This is the Most High little theatrical show, man.
Mm-hmm. All you got is remains.
Remains. And that's the tokens. That's the proof.
Mm-hmm.
The ruins of
The ruins.
The Most High always leaves a little proof of his power.
Yep.
That he destroyed. Shit, they found proof of Sodom and Gomorrah that it was destroyed,
I
man.
was just thinking about that.
Because so like, brother, so that's why you can't say Rome never existed.
Mm-hmm.
Greece, well, that was in the Bible. That was a fantasy book.
But you got the ruins of it right there. You see the parts of, you got the Colosseum. Most of it is there. Certain relics and architecture is still up. You got pillars and broken pillars.
Mm-hmm.
But the brothers spoke on Sodom. They found basically like where it said, man, it's over in the region. I guess I want to say like you got between Arabia and Mesopotamia over in that region. But the way they found it, because there was a lot of sulfur over there. It was like a lot of sulfur balls and asphalt, and basically when you burn those sulfur balls, it turns blue. So that's proof of nuclear rain, nuclear fire.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? They also found Moses, the spot where Moses was, and he knocked the water out that rock. And they were surprised because they was like, oh, I thought it was just like a little stream. But when they looked at the ground, it was a big-ass river full of water that came out that rock. And it makes sense because he had to feed the whole nation of Israel with that, man.
It was millions of Israelites.
And there was a big stone he knocked.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a little pebble full of water. It was a big stone.
Yep. So this is the truth, man. It's a Paramath, the book of truth. All right,
That's
go
right.
ahead.
I'm gonna read it again. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yep. Then took all that, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Because this the only nation that's done beat our heritage out of us, man. No other nation oppressed our heritage besides the damn devil, man. This so-called white man. No other nation oppressed our heritage. They let us call ourselves Israelites. They let us keep our law.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
Mm-hmm.
In that day shall one take up a parable against you, a lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
He have changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields.
Exactly.
Oh, so it's going to happen to you now. It's
It's
basically
about to happen to you. You going into slavery. Okay, so-called white people, Asian people. What? If you're not an Israelite, you're going into slavery. All right.
Yep.
But it's mainly getting at you elites, man.
Mm-hmm.
He said he gonna destroy that family. You know. He said the Lord said he got evil planned for you. All right.
Yep.
All right.
First
You know,
Thessalonians
you
5.
just go ahead to Revelation 18, where it says it's gonna happen in 1 hour.
Alright.
And all of this is gonna happen quick, man. All of this is basically just showing brothers, man, stay in the spirit, man. It ain't no reason. First, it ain't nothing to fall week for, okay? But stay in the spirit, man. You and don't get caught up in all the little, I guess you call them treats that the world will show you, man. Younger brothers around our age, man, don't get caught up in the curse.
Yeah.
And what I mean is by your youthful curse. Our youthful curse is the curse of women. Because you're constantly ready. You're constantly ready to dig into a woman, man.
Devour.
Yep. Constantly.
Yep.
You're a walking
You're walking hormone.
yeah, you're a walking shovel, man. Alright.
What's that little electronic thing they be digging?
The
drilling?
jackhammers.
Yeah.
The construction workers, you drilling
Yeah,
like
it's a
that?
jackhammer.
Oh, it's a jackhammer,
Yep. Yeah, man, you're a walking jackhammer, man. Alright, so jackrabbit, whatever you want to call it, man, but just stay in the spirit, man. Alright?
If I could say something real quick, well, that's basically what Moses did. He stayed in the spirit. Moses, Joseph, because these women, they entice you to commit adultery. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Joseph. You know what I'm saying? But you see, Joseph refused that, and he suffered. You know what I'm saying? Like he ended up being thrown in prison. But the Most High elevated him. Same thing with Moses. It says in Hebrews chapter 11 that he chose rather to suffer affliction with Israel than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season.
Mm-hmm.
So because the men of the Lord, they understood back then that everything is temporal. You know, but the Lord elevated those men.
God. And that's the whole thing, man. I mean, women gonna come, and in the kingdom, man, women is gonna be to a point where women are gonna be normal. Like that's gonna be, you're not gonna desire it like that. Why? Because you have it like that.
It's freely given to you.
Yeah, it's the woman's right. You can have it when you want. It's not like that in this society. So that's the way you're reacting, man.
You're deprived of something.
Right.
You wanna seek it out.
You're hot in the flesh, man. You know.
You have drives.
Yeah, you have your drive, man.
Yep.
It drives you.
Yeah, it'll drive you crazy. Go ahead.
Revelation 18, I'm going to start at verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city. It's like that great city Babylon, that mighty city.
And they go back to Daniel chapter 7 when it was speaking on the burning. And it's relating to Micah when the Lord said he got evil planned for that family.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their evil. This is before the slavery we gonna put them in. Oh, white man, you catching hell, man. Esau, You Edomites, you gonna catch pure hell before you go into slavery and catch more hell. All right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That's right.
That mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
1 hour, man. 1 hour. So with that, man, we gonna go ahead and end it. And brothers, keep that in mind. 1 hour, man. In 1 hour, this shit is over.
That's why Yahweh Shah said immediately after the tribulation of those days, and then in Revelation he says, "Behold, I come quickly." You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be quick.
Immediately, man. 1 hour is immediate. What can you do in an hour? Except, you know what these people who gonna get destroyed be doing? They're gonna be, I love you, family. I'm sorry. I'm this. I'm that. I'm wicked. Then you're gonna have some people, Lord save me, please. I'm sorry.
It showed that on the knowing. You know, at the family, the Edomite family getting together, hugging. This isn't the end, son. You know, it is the end for y'all, cause y'all,
Yeah.
it's the end of y'all rulership, man. Y'all done, man.
Yeah, he didn't believe in the Most High at first. I bet, yeah, his ass by the end of that movie believed in the Most High. And that's going to be for all the rest of you people, too. You're going to believe in the Most High when that hour hit.
Yep.
You're going to have an hour to get your shit together, all right? And accept it, okay?
Yep.
Because that woolly-haired so-called black man going to be floating in the sky within that hour also. All right? And with that, man, we're going to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And we hope you brothers was edified by this lesson, man. Once again, double honors to the elders and honors to you brothers who out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. And with that, we're going to say death to America. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham.
Shalom.
Shalom.
So,
Shalom.